My name's John Barrett, Ngāti Toa, and Te Atiawa, and Ngāti Raukawa. We're here at Waiorua Bay at Kapiti Island. Family business is a business of manakiing visitors on Kapiti Island, interpreting the natural and cultural heritage that is attached to this place, and we have an opportunity through the local council, through a resource consent, to host visitors at our lodge here at Waiorua Bay.
My name is Amo Clark. I belong to the Confederation of Te Atiawa, Ngāti Toa Rangatira and Raukawa. From time to time I wear different hats. Sometimes I cook when we don't have a chef. I do the registration for the visitors that are coming in each day, do the meet and greet at the boat, do the farewells at the boat, been known to do the kiwi guiding at night.
My name is Minnie and I work for my mum and my uncle who own a business on Kapiti Island which is called Kapiti Island Nature Tours. I do anything they ask me to do. Usually that includes the bookings, managing the staff, the rosters, the guides, finances, a little bit of website work, Facebook, and if I'm on the island I would do some kiwi spotting. I'd help out in the kitchen if they wanted. Whatever needs doing, meet and greet the people, keep in contact with the people before and after their visit. We all chip in and help each other out, make it all work.
My name's Manaki. Officially I'm the groundskeeper or site manager, so I keep the lawns down, keep the woodshed full, keep the generator running, keep the water tanks full, do a bit of maintenance here and there where I can, painting and sanding and that sort of thing. Part host, so meeting and greeting our manuhiri as they turn up. I'm the donkey, I'll carry bags up to the lodge. I'm a bit of a guide, so I take people out at night to see the kiwi. At times I'm an electrician or plumber, trying to problem solve things before we get the professionals out to do the work. Bit of everything really, whatever needs doing.
We started in 2001 and the feeling was, from the local community anyway, well, those Māoris at the north end, they'll either set fire to the place or they'll destroy this national treasure that the government's built up. So we weren't given very much credit at all at that time. We've had to work our way through that really, and to be honest we haven't really given it very much attention. We haven't paid, in fact, any attention to that. All we've concentrated on is running a business as smartly as we can and provide a product that's got wide appeal to domestic visitors and international visitors. Figuring out how we developed the business, it didn't just start from scratch, because going back to our kuia's time, our kuia ran the farm here up until she passed away in the late 50s, but she also had a history of manaki tanga on the island. She would host groups from Wellington during the 20s, 30s and 40s. So there was a history of manaki tanga attached to Waiorua Bay through those early part of the 1900s.
I enjoy all of it because at this stage of my life, on the mainland, you can sit it over the hill. It gives me a reason to get up each day and live in a nice environment, touch base with a lot of people from all different walks of life. I can go to the sea and get kaimoana when I feel like it. It's just a nice way of life.
The biggest challenge when we started the business was our resource consent and a number of objections we had to overcome to get our resource consent put in place. The fact that we were living on our own whenua here on the island, it wasn't part of the dock estate. We had people saying that those people at the north end of Kapiti shouldn't even be there, the government should buy them out and push them off. I think our business is a bit unusual in as much as it's based on this place. It's based on the values that our immediate whānau have for this place. So all the kids have been here since they were born basically, and obviously love the place. It's a strong starting point for them, and being able to bring their friends and their wider whānau here to enjoy the place is quite strong with them. So there's that ukaipōtanga element to it which is really quite strong.
The tikanga of the business is manakitanga generally, and I think we do that very well, embracing people from all races and backgrounds, and I think that's showing in the repeat visitation that we have, and also from the companies that we're involved with sending repeat people and more people, because the feedback that they're getting is all positive.
I love the manaki side of things. I enjoy giving our guests a fantastic experience and time here in Aotearoa and on the island.
I'd be surprised if non-whānau would be able to apply the same values to the place as the whānau does. So that's something we're consciously looking at all the time. You know, what's the future of our business looking like? Is it Has it got longevity? And we constantly talk about that, and is there a long future for it, or is there a medium-term future for it?
I think the advantages are that we all know each other very well. We can rely on each other's support for whatever we're doing. Disadvantages, if there's any issues that come up, it's the whole family that's involved. If there's a tangi, for instance, that we need to be at, it means everyone has to go.
We all work as a little unit really well, I think. Everyone's real open and we can talk about issues quite easily, that maybe more so than in other places.
It's fun. We have a lot of fun. I enjoy seeing our own people being employed by our own people. I love meeting the people. Interesting people from all walks of life.
It's just the whole spirit of the place, I think, and it's what people enjoy when they come here, the feeling that they're just part of the whānau. They can share the table with us and share some stories. I think a big thing for us to be able to have a sustainable business, that we have people coming through. There was a lot to do with the marketing and getting the word out there. Like even on the coast at Paraparaumu and Waikanai, a lot of people still don't know you can visit Kapiti or stay the night here.
The business has grown over the last 10 years. Even though we're only a small business, we could employ a lot more if we had the money. I see it's going to grow a little bit more yet in the next few years, as long as the whānau are still keen for that to happen.
Part of the thing that we all love about Kapiti, and the thing that people I think love when they come here, is that it is small scale. It's a little whānau business. It's modest in a lot of ways, and we rely more on the resources that we have around us, the bush and the birds and the sea.
I've got grandkids that are involved. They come over and help as well. And now 2 great-grandkids that come, so who knows what the future brings.
For me, don't sweat the small stuff. Yeah, just get on with your job, do your job. As long as everyone's doing their bits, that's all that really matters. And if they're not and can't manage it, then speak up and someone else will give them a hand. And we're all happy to do that. If we're able to, if we're capable of doing it, we would. And if we weren't capable of doing it, we'd find someone who was.
Yeah, my advice to other people, especially young people I guess, who are thinking about something like this, it is an awesome experience just to look at your whānau and look at the strengths that you have, the resources that you have around you, things that you take for granted. When we were coming over here as kids, we did take it for granted. It's easy to do. We knew it was here, we knew we loved it, and we knew we could come here, but we didn't really appreciate just how awesome it was. It does bring a whole nother level of appreciation when you bring other people out and host them and say, this is what we have, you can experience life over here. You can experience what our whānau does and where we're from, and it's awesome. It's very rewarding to be able to see the enjoyment in other people's faces and see that them experiencing what you have is enriching both parties, I guess. It brings a lot to us, but it brings a lot to people who can share it with us as well.
Unconsciously, what people tell us they enjoy about our experience is the fact that they're coming and spending time with a contemporary Māori family. And it just happens to be in a place that is very, very rich in taonga. Cultural history is rich, natural history is rich, and it's an interesting combination for a lot of people.
I've been retired for 15 years, but I work harder now than I ever did in a working life, so you just get up and keep on doing.